Hello, people out there, DPC Nation, DPC Rebels, all you resistance fighters out there, just trying to come together with you today on a Friday, another Friday, 5 minute magic tip. Got my magic hat, trying to pull some rabbits, trying to pull some awesome tips out of that hat for you today. We are live today, so who knows what the heck's going to happen? I don't know what's going to pop up here today. So, want to come to you from live from Anderson, South Carolina. It's a sunny, beautiful day. Awesome weekend planned. Um, have a cool magic tip for you guys today. I'm Dr. Shane, and I'll be your magic man today. And want to talk about setting your fees for employers. So, as far as the DPC, how do you set your fees? Hopefully, if you're already doing direct primary care, you've thought a lot about your fees and you have set fees already. But when it comes to employers, how do you want to set that fee? Shout out to Dr. Patrick Philnaw and Charlotte at Sojourn DPC, who sent me this question, and it's a common question we ask a lot. So shout out to Dr. Philnaw and Charlotte on that. So first thing is, what is your average PM per member per month fee? What is that fee? You should know that number as you start out. Even before you start doing DPC, you should know, hey, to meet my payroll, to meet my business expenses, to make a salary, what is that number that I need to bring in every month per member to meet my economic needs? So you should know what that number is. It could change, go up and down, depending on where you're hiring staff and how your overhead changes. What is your number? What's your average PM? What do you need that to be? So you need to sort of know what that number is. And it could be smaller depending on how many patients you have. Depends on, the community you live in. If you're in San Francisco or New York or a higher end city, that fee may be a lot higher, that PM. If you're in rural Kansas, it might be a lot lower. So think about that. You need to know what that number is. And then you can begin to think about how to set that fee for employers. So the first thing to think about, there's two ways really you can go about setting a fee for employer as a DPC. So you can simply just keep the same formula you have. So if you have two different fees for ages or three different fees for ages, a lot of people have 50, 75, 100, or whatever your numbers are. You can just simply keep those fees and say, my fees are my fees. And for anybody in this age group, it's this much. If you're above this age group, it's this much. So you're keeping the same fees, which is easy to do is from a business standpoint for you, because you have the same set fees for everybody, no matter whether employers or independent. It could be a little confusing to employers at times, how those fees set and then changing prices. Like, oh, okay, so we have some people that are going up on pricing. They like to know that DPC has a fixed cost that they can kind of plan on every month. So so it helps them if their fees are set each month. So that's one way you can do it. Just keep your same fees, don't change it. Keep it the way it is. If those numbers are meeting your goal for your per member per month, what you have to collect. Another way to do that is the average fees, like simply coming up with one number where you can average your ages, average the fees that you have spread across ages, and basically set that fee, maybe $65 a month or $70 a month for all employees per member per month. But you want that average fee to definitely be to meet your minimum for your business. Like if you know, hey, I have to collect $55 per member per month to survive for my business, you want that average fee to be above that if you can. So you have to be thinking about business wise. So don't shoot too low for that. Employers can be not easy to work with. There can be some administrative headaches and trying to get all people onboarded into your program. So it's not like it's simple. It's still work, so you should be compensated for that. So think about if an average, so like if you know you're per member per month, I have to collect at least $55 per member per month to pay all my bills and make a salary and provide for the business. Maybe you set that at $60 per member per month for an employer. If you're more like $75 to make ends meet per member per month, maybe you make it 80. So that one simple fee does make it a lot easier for the employer, so they can say, okay, we know everybody from age 20 to 100 is going to be basically $70 a month or $60 a month, whatever that number that works for you. And they can count that. If they have 100 employees, well, we know we're going to spend $60 per member per month, so that's $6,000 a month. It's a set fee for them every month. So that's helpful for them. So don't shoot yourself too short. You want to make sure that you're bringing in enough to cover your expenses, and some cushion as things change. You don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of years as far as inflation. And it can be difficult to raise those prices as time goes by. So another good tip is, or something to think about too, is try to get all your employers, you want all of them to do ACH, electronic draft, from their banking account into your banking account, because that saves you a ton of fees. Credit card, debit card fees can be 2 to 3%. So that could be up to $1,000 a month that you're losing in money due to credit card fees. So ACH draft can be like 25, 30 cents. So if you have 100 patients and they're paying you $60 per member per month, that's $6,000. For basically 25 cents, you can get that money moved from one account to the other. Whereas if you're doing a debit card or credit card, you're going to lose 2% of that money. So $500-$600 you're not going to get. So ACH is another way to get more of your money. And we pretty much, for our employers, we make all employers do ACH draft to make the per member per month fees more affordable for them, and makes more affordable for us too. So hopefully this is some good tips on how to set fees. Love to connect with you guys. If you want to connect with me at Drshane at dpcmagic.com, Drshane at dpcmagic.com. You can also find my book if you want to read more about employers. It's a quick read. You can find that book on Amazon, also at dpcmagic.com, dpcmagic.com. Come hang out with us at our Facebook page on DPC Magic. If you go to Facebook and just put DPC Magic, just come and hang out there, and we can discuss some tips on employers. Tell your benefits advisors, tell any employers to join up with us, and we're going to continue to do these little quick sessions and some videos and lessons, and we'll keep learning. And let me know how I can help you guys out there in the DPC world. Have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll get together again next week. Have a great, awesome magic time out there, people.